As we are on the first day of December, a lot of people are celebrating the holiday season with giving. But what about those that give the ultimate sacrifice? So we're joined now by Sarah Huizingh, chairperson for the board of directors for the American Red Cross of Utah Greater Salt Lake chapter. Thank you for joining us here, Sarah.
Thanks for having me.
So the first thing we want to talk about, if our camera pans out a little bit, we'll see this beautiful wreath behind you. And I just want you to explain a little bit about what that means. Why is that here today?
Yeah, of course. So Wreaths Across America is a national nonprofit foundation, and it was started in 2007, and the goal was to expand and grow this annual tradition of laying wreaths on the headstones of veterans at National Arlington Cemetery. And it has grown since then. Last year, more than 2.7 million wreaths were placed at more than 3,700 locations nationwide, and this is done by volunteers. So last year, a third of the volunteers were children. I was actually really happy I was able to take my kids and my extended family. We took part in this, and it's just such a great opportunity. It's coming up on December 16th, and there's a chance for our local community to participate either by sponsoring a wreath or even signing up to show up on the day and help place those wreaths.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about how this project got started. I mean, there's so many things you can do. Why this one specifically?
Yeah, it's a really great tradition. So again, started to extend this tradition that started at National Arlington Cemetery to lay these wreaths and really honor this ultimate sacrifice of these veterans. And it's a really special moment on the day of. There's usually a local ceremony that has been organized by thousands of volunteers. All of the work is done. There's no government funding for Wreaths Across America. So thousands of volunteers work to organize these events locally. They raise the funds to sponsor the wreaths, and then they participate the day of. And it's just this really wonderful ceremony to take place, and make sure as you set that wreath on the grave, you're thinking about that ultimate sacrifice. And it's a really special thing to do at this time of year, especially with loved ones. People are always looking for ways to give back to their community.
Yes, and you mentioned, I mean, you and your family did this as well. How did it impact you guys?
Yeah, it's such a wonderful tradition. We took part in this at the Utah Veterans Cemetery out in Bluffdale, the Memorial Park, and there are so many wonderful opportunities to take place in it, and unfortunately there are often more veteran headstones than there are wreaths to place, but the Red Cross this year will be participating with many other organizations statewide to place almost 9,000 wreaths this year.
9,000 wreaths, yeah. And just in time for the holiday season.
Of course.
What other ways does the Red Cross help benefit veterans and their families?
Yeah, it's such a good question, and I love it because a lot of people, when they think of the Red Cross, they think of critical blood collection, or they think of disaster response and preparedness efforts, which are all critical to our mission, but what they don't know is that service to the armed forces is in our DNA. So the mission of the Red Cross was really born on the Civil War battlefield with our founder, Clara Barton, and our work today continues to support active military members, veterans, and their families. And so much of the work of the Red Cross is done through volunteers. 80 or 90% of our workforce is volunteers, and one thing we're really proud of is that 20,000 and more of those volunteers are veterans serving a variety of roles. And their spirit and dedication to helping others, it really is just representative of the heart of our mission.
Okay, so for people watching, if this has stood out to them and they want to donate for wreaths, how can they do that? What's the best way?
Yeah, absolutely. Very easy. Go to redcross.org/Utah, and you'll see the opportunity to either sponsor a wreath or participate in the day on December 16th, or both. There's no requirement to come sign up. We would love the donations and the sponsorships of the wreaths, but we really just want people there to take part in remembering the service of these this incredible community.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us, Sarah Huizingh with Red Cross. We're going to send it over to Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy with weather. Alana.